Good Wednesday evening. It's September 10th, 2025. It certainly was a cold start to the day for some areas of central and western Newfoundland. Badger got as low as minus 1.2, the first official freeze of the season. Tonight is not going to be as cold, and we'll talk about that in just 1 second. But first, I'd like to thank today's forecast sponsor, Heat Pump Solutions, serving the Avalon and Burin Peninsulas. Visit heatpumpsolutions.ca to find more about the products and services they offer. The forecast for Newfoundland and Labrador tonight not looking nearly as cool as it was last night. In Labrador, we're looking at some showers in the west. On the island, we're looking dry and clear in some areas. That won't last. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Speaking of clear, check this out. This is the Atlantic Basin's current tropical activity. Nothing. And nothing on the go for the next 7 days. And why is that significant? Well, today is the climatological peak of hurricane season, and there's not one storm currently swirling its way through the Atlantic. Does that mean we're not going to see any more throughout the remainder of hurricane season, which goes through the end of November? No, it's just oddly quiet right now. I'll be watching closely. It's also clear over most of Newfoundland this afternoon, minus the northern peninsula. And that did allow St. John's to climb as high as 18.8 today, but we remain below 20, which means 2025 is still tied with 2012 and 2022 for most days with a high of at least 20 degrees in a given calendar year. So certainly something to watch, considering there's no 20s in the forecast for the next several days. As we look up into Labrador, we can see some cloud cover beginning to work in. There's a circulation to the southeast of Hudson's Bay. That's a low, and that is bringing some rain to much of Quebec right now. Some showers into northern parts of western Labrador, and more showers along the coast as well. On the island, it's quiet for the time being, but as I mentioned, that's not going to last. Future radar and cloud cover shows this nicely. As we go throughout the overnight, we see some showers persisting in Labrador. On the island, we start Thursday very quiet, but there's the rain just grazing parts of eastern Nova Scotia and Cape Breton Island. That's not long for making its way into southeastern areas of the island by roughly lunchtime tomorrow. And as we go throughout the day, parts of the Avalon and Burin Peninsulas may see some heavy rainfall rates tomorrow afternoon before that kind of scoots on off tomorrow night. Then the low in Labrador begins to work its way in. That will bring rain to southeastern Labrador. It looks like Thursday night into Friday morning, maybe some wet snow into the higher terrain of the Mealy Mountains. And then we move through Friday, and it looks rather unsettled across most of Newfoundland with areas of rain and showers, predominantly light. Also very breezy on Friday with northerly winds. That kicks out by Friday evening, and that looks like that will about do it, and that should set the stage for a pretty quiet weekend across much of the region. Rainfall forecast, not looking super impressive, but any rain is a good thing considering how dry it's been this summer. And it looks like for parts of central, eastern Newfoundland, roughly 5 to 20 mils in the forecast, except in Trepassey, where upwards of 60 millimeters looks to be in the forecast. We'll see if that actually transpires, but that is the area closest to that heavy rain and the pseudo-tropical moisture that's coming with it. Into Labrador, rainfall amounts from Goose Bay to Rigolette point south and east, roughly 10 to 20 millimeters, and trace amounts as we go north and west of there for the most part. And when we start to get these kind of back-to-back systems moving through, you can bet the jet stream is going to be active, and it is, and it's also very dippy, for lack of a better term. And a dippy jet stream is generally one that is not favored for warm temperatures. And as we track that cooler air there in blue, we can see it settles in nicely across Atlantic Canada, parts of Quebec, as we go throughout the weekend, which means 20 degrees may be hard to come by in the metro for the next few days. There's your 7-day trend. 20 degrees maybe next Tuesday. Something to keep in mind. Before then, it's going to be much cooler, feeling a lot more like September than, I guess, August, for lack of a better phrase. Forecast for tomorrow, teens across eastern Newfoundland as winds turn onshore near 20 central and west. Again, day starts dry, but rain will arrive south and east during the afternoon. In Labrador tomorrow, temperatures in the teens and single digits, and some rain showers are certainly going to be on the go. Now we take a look at the late week forecast Friday and Saturday. Again, not looking too bad south and west, but northeast, east, looking at the showers on Friday, some rain potentially as well. Same thing for western areas. Saturday looks like a nice day, and if I were to kind of extrapolate that, Sunday also looks like a decent day. Into Labrador, Friday, Saturday looking pretty decent, central and west. By central, I mean Goose Bay. And then back to the west on the coast, looks cloudy Saturday, or excuse me, Friday and Saturday for the north, and potentially some clear skies moving in by the time we move to Saturday or Sunday. So something to kind of keep an eye on as we get into the weekend. If you want the forecast for your area, be sure to get the Sheerr Weather app in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. Also, don't forget the website, a great resource to get the provincial webcams for all the roads that we have across the province where there are webcams, and also the map room. And that will become, I think, more useful as we make our way into the cold season. Have a very good Wednesday evening, and my next update will be tomorrow morning.